Hello and welcome back to another tactical recreation video where this time we're moving 1 year on from the Arsenal Invincibles save, check that out here, and taking charge of Chelsea from 2004-05. They were managed by Jose Mourinho, who was fresh off the back of winning the Champions League with Porto, and he brought a fluid yet disciplined 4-3-3 to England while most teams were still playing the 4-4-2, and ended up winning the title in his first year. They won the league with 95 points, 12 points off second, and only losing one game, while also holding the record for the least goals conceded in a Premier League season, with 15. The team featured such superstars like Frank Lampard, now manager, Claude Makelele in the role that is now named after him, John Terry, and Arjen Robben. And so this is what we're trying to recreate, a simple 4-3-3, Petr Cech in goals, Ferreira, Bridge or Gallas as the fullbacks, Carvalho and Terry as the two centre-backs, Makelele in the Makelele role, and just in front Thiago and then Lampard as that attacking midfielder. He scored 13 goals and got 16 assists in that season, which is incredible output. On the wings there's Damien Duff and Arjen Robben cutting inside, and up front there was a mixture of Gudjohnsen and Didier Drogba. Right then, this is what we came up with, a 4-3-3 with a positive mentality, because they did like to control the game. We've got a compact and narrow defensive unit that would make smart challengers staying on their feet and not leaving gaps in behind. We've got the fullbacks that stay wide to put crosses in for the striker, the physical striker, where the wingers are cutting inside to create space for the fullbacks. And I've also got them swapping wings, swapping sides, switching flanks to confuse the opposition even further. The Makelele role I've chosen as an anchor man who sits in that hole orchestrating everything, while Lampard I've got as a box-to-box midfielder and added some player instructions to make him more attacking and hopefully get that output that Lampard got, although I think it's highly unlikely because he was a freak. So here is how I see the current Chelsea squad fitting into this tactic. Obviously we've got Kepa in goals, Reece James as the attacking right back, Christensen as Ricardo Carvalho, he's got that intelligence, Azpi as the left back, Kante obviously in the Makelele role, Jorginho as the all-rounder centre mid, and Mason Mount as Frank Lampard. He's still described as a wonder kid, he's not quite there, but I'm keen to see what he can do. We've got Hudson-Odoi on the left and then Tammy Abraham up front. These gaps here are where I want to strengthen in the first season. It's a bit tough when there's a transfer ban, but in January, I've got a couple of players in mind. The first one is Leon Bailey. I have to admit this isn't an original thought. There's a really good Tifo football on whether Leon Bailey can become the next Arjen Robben from a couple of years back. I'll link it below. But essentially here's the pace, the flair, and the shooting ability to match Arjen Robben. The second player on my shortlist is Ruben Dias to be that John Terry leader. So I'm looking for things like leadership, bravery, as well as his passing and vision is right up there, and is young with plenty of years to come. Now I'm going to play one season and see how we get on. So as you can see there, we finished in second place, only 2 points behind Manchester United, and only losing 2 games the whole season. Pretty unlucky if you ask me. We crashed out of every other competition, but did manage to keep 20 clean sheets and only concede 23, the lowest in the Premier League. So this tactic does hold up defensively. So here's the most common team that we put out week in, week out. And as you can see, they formed great, strong partnerships. And also the goals came from everywhere. Feel free to pause it on this screen and have a more in-depth look. Showing you the team of the season now, and you can see that I did splash the cash on Leon Bailey. I didn't go for Ruben Dias as Kurt Zouma was having such a good season, and the balance was pretty depleted after 134 million for Bailey. We were rewarded spending that money though, with Bailey picking up the most player of the matches out of anyone after coming in January. He also scored a brilliant hat-trick against Atalanta, with the last goal being something special. Playing in the Frank Lampard role, Mason Mount did get the most shots out of anyone in Chelsea, and while he did score some absolute screamers, got nowhere near what Frank Lampard actually did, maybe in a few years' time. And lastly, what would a tactical recreation be without signing some of the old guard as current coaches? Gudjohnsen, Terry, Robin and Carvalho have all joined the team to help steer Chelsea in the right direction. So that's it guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.